Long gone are the days where we as a group, as a cohesive society, have esteemed purity, wholesome behavior, honesty, or respect for oneself or respect for others. Contrary to our former natures, we now live in a constant and ever-growing state of wretchedness, also known as ratchetness. Let me break it down for those who ain't hip to the hip talk. To be ratchet is to be loud, wrong, disrespectful, willfully ignorant, and most of all, as godless as possible. Ratchetness comes in many shapes and forms, which is often silently frowned upon or completely dismissed by all the nice folks who were told to just mind their business. I'll circle back to who I call the nice folks in a bit, but first I must return to the ratchetness that has come from a few families in order to try to infect all the other families. It's spreading, folks, and like any other illness, it will either kill the host, which is the family, or render it a shadow of its former self if we're not careful. We are left with the choice of avoiding it altogether or cleansing ourselves thoroughly where no part of it can be found in us anymore. Ratchetness is born of ignorance, which tends to grow strong in the areas where there's a lack of leadership. In our families, there are fewer and fewer leaders in the home, and by leaders in the home, I mean fathers. There are many reasons for this, and most people like to think that deadbeat dads are the problem, but the statistics, it doesn't bear that out. Over 80% of divorces are filed by females, mostly for the nebulous reason of irreconcilable differences, leaving mothers as the main parental unit in the house. In addition, single motherhood is praised, and some intentionally seek to be single mothers. To be clear, there are mothers who find themselves in situations where they'd had no intention whatsoever of being single mothers, and my heart goes out to them. I'm focusing on those who make themselves single mothers intentionally. Now, I won't go over all of the stats on this broadcast, but I will say the result is devastating to kids. Increases in drug abuse, alcoholism, teen pregnancy, homelessness, and incarceration rates due to criminal behavior are just a few disturbing negatives that result at significantly increased rates when there is no man in the house. So back to the ignorance.
What's your song?
I'm at town, still going around.
Ooh.
Downtown, going downtown. Ooh. If you're trying to see me, you're trying to see me, you're trying to say what's up.
I'm out here in Miami, looking for the hoochie daddy. I need a new pappy.
If you see me, you trying to see what's up. If your pencil sharpened.
You got these kids programmed with some filth.
When you see Miss K, you gotta say what's up. Hey, hey. Wanna be on my roster, but it's my love. Hey, hey. We need to
These poor babies don't stand a chance, and they end up sounding a lot like this.
I'm trying to get my cheese stretched. I'm trying to get my cheese stretched and eat we be eating today in London. Period, baby. I'm trying to get this stretched.
The people that were out front were looking at me like I was crazy.
Without the intervention of sound parenting and strong manly guidance, this will continue uninterrupted until all our boys are effeminate or on the down low, and the girls are convinced that prostituting themselves is the thing to do. Observe.
Saying that women are obliged to turn to and doing only they're being
I'm not gonna be judged when I go to the gates of heaven, and God's not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna let you in because you did only or no, he's gonna judge my character, how I was I a kind person. He's gonna either let me in or not because of the choices that I've made by being a good human being and being loving and kind and being a good person.
Woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. It's past time for us to stop being nice and start reminding people, hopefully kindly when possible, that decency and wholesomeness are the hallmarks of a great life. Those who want to degrade our families and degrade our communities will say to you, "You're not being nice." Tell them they're correct. Tell them that the truth is never nice to those who don't want to hear it, but it must be said. Our families deserve better. Our children deserve better. It's time for men and women to step back into their natural roles. We have to stop letting the world dictate their immoral behavior on us. The Spirit of God moves. Family on trial.